So, you want to learn how all this works. Well, I'll turn you into a World Cup ball knower in less than 5 minutes so you can join in on the fun with your friends. Here's everything you need to know about the 2026 World Cup for beginners. The World Cup is made up of 2 phases, the group stage and the knockout stage. We kick off the tournament with the group stage, which consists of 12 groups labeled A through L, with 4 teams per group for a grand total of 48 countries in the tournament. Teams in each group will be playing the others once, for a total of 3 games played each. Based on the amount of points you earn from winning, drawing, and hopefully not losing, your team is ranked 1st through 4th in your group. Teams ranked 1st and 2nd move on automatically to the knockout stage. But wait, you say, that means there's still 8 empty spots. Good observation, you impatient fuck. To fill these last spots out, the 8 best 3rd place teams will also advance. To make this clear, just imagine that all the teams ranked 3rd in their groups are put into one big group based on points. The top 8 of this group qualify for the knockout stage, while the bottom 4 join the 4th place teams on their planes back home. But wait, what if there's a tie on points? Good catch. Now stop asking questions. If teams are tied on points, we go down a list of poorly worded tiebreakers that pretty much sums up to this. The first decider is who won the game between the teams. So for example, if Canada and Qatar are tied on 4 points, but Canada beat Qatar 1-0 in their game, Canada would be ranked higher as a superior team since they won. But let's just say their game ended in a draw. Now, they're ranked on the goal difference of the 2 teams instead, which is just a difference between how many goals a team scored and how many were scored against them. If that's the same, then ranking is decided on who has the most goals scored. If that's still the same, which has happened once before, ranking is based on who has the highest fair play score, a scoring system that ranks teams based on how many yellow and red cards they've received in the group stage, to see who was nicer. The nicer team gets ranked higher. What's that? You want to know how the groups were made in the first place? Okay, that's a whole other topic with lots of asterisks, but to give you a quick rundown, each qualified team is placed into 4 pots based on their FIFA World Ranking. I'm not explaining that right now. The countries are drawn and placed in each group, but there are rules in place preventing certain continents from having multiple representatives in one group. Happy now? Not really? Well, we don't have time to get into that right now. After all the group matches have been played and we have our 32 teams set, we move on to the second phase, the knockout stage. We start at the appropriately named round of 32, and here is where your team's ranking in the group stage really matters. Based on where you finished in your group, you have a designated spot and path in the brackets. Put your hand down. The paths are decided by FIFA long before the tournament starts. Teams should aim to finish higher in their group, not just for bragging rights, but because it could get them an easier opponent in the round of 32. I say could because sometimes that's just not the case. Anyway, each round of the knockout stage is only one game, and the winner of each game moves on to the next round. There's no draws here. If teams are tied after 90 minutes, we go to extra time, which is 2 more halves of 15 minutes each. If there's still a tie after that, we go to a penalty shootout, where each team takes turns shooting 5 penalties and whoever scores the most wins. We do all this to go from the round of 32 to the round of 16, and we keep going to move on to the quarterfinals, then the semifinals, and finally, the final, where we get to see who gets to take the shiny trophy home. Oh, but don't forget about the game that decides who gets 3rd place too. So that's it. That's every basic thing you need to know to understand what's happening this summer. Okay, fine, I'll bite. What's your question? What did you say? How do teams qualify for the World Cup? Fuck, dude, why would you ask me something like that? I hope you know that you're asking for an explanation of a process that spans 3 years, that differs so much from continent to continent, and each have so many asterisks that I would probably need to make videos about each one individually to be able to cover all of them. Well, there are a lot of cool things to talk about for each, I guess. So if you actually want to know about the specific continents and their qualification process, then leave a comment. But for now, I'll just leave you with the knowledge that I've shared, and thank you for watching.